He's a Chicago reporter. You guys can see him live in studio. I'm on YouTube and on Facebook. William, how are you doing today?
Wonderful, Kat. Thank you for having me.
All right, so fill me in. What's going on in Chicago? You had a couple of reports that you're working on.
Well, in my most recent report, you can see the video actually at William J. Kelly on Twitter, is of a migrant hotel that is in downtown Chicago, right off the Magnificent Mile, right? And I went there to ask the migrants about a bill that is on Governor J.B. Pritzker's desk right now that would allow migrants to become police officers. And their reaction was pretty shocking. Have you had a chance to see the video?
No, I haven't. Let me go check it out. It's on Twitter right now, right?
Yes, add William J. Kelly on Twitter, and obviously reporter WilliamJKelly.com. There's, this is a very alarming bill. I think that, we've seen the way the Democrats want to, I guess you could say the one party's governor and mayor and House and Senate in Illinois wants to defund the police, but yet they seem to be happy to fund non-citizen police. This is alarming. It's alarming a lot of people. I will say this, as I'm sure you do too. I get calls in the middle of the night, all day and all night from regular citizens, business owners, and many police officers, believe it or not, from different departments, even in Chicagoland, not just Chicago, but Blue Island and other, Oak Lawn, Illinois, Willowbrook, where there was just a Juneteenth mass shooting. I think 28 people were shot, if you recall. Just another typical one-day story, right, out of Chicagoland. And the people that I'm talking to, including Black and brown people, right, they are saying that the idea of migrant police officers is something that not only does not make them feel safer, it makes them feel unsafe.
Right. Real quick, William, we're going to play this here for our listeners, your video here, where you're investigating Governor J.B. Pritzker planning to sign this new bill that would allow these illegal immigrants to become police officers and arrest U.S. citizens. Let's take a listen. Here we go.
Would you like to become a police officer? There's an opportunity in Chicago, especially for females of color. I'm reporter William J. Kelly in Chicago. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker is about to sign a new bill allowing migrants to become police officers. No one really knows what that would look like, so I've decided to return to the site of my original viral video, the plush Inn of Chicago, right off the Magnificent Mile, to ask the migrants themselves how they feel about the bill. Hello. Hi, where are you from? Where are you from?
Venezuela.
Okay. Governor J.B. Pritzker is signing a new bill that would allow migrants to become police officers. How do you feel about the bill? Have you had a chance to read the bill? He read the bill? Have you had a chance to read the bill? Hi, where are you from? Oh, I see. Governor Pritzker of Illinois is about to sign a new bill allowing migrants to become police officers? How do you feel about that?
No.
Where are you from?
I speak English.
Governor Pritzker of Illinois is about to sign a new bill allowing migrants to become police officers. How do you feel about that?
Sorry, no, I speak English.
Where are you from?
Seattle.
Do you speak English? Hello. How are you guys doing? Hey, welcome. Where are you guys from?
Venezuela.
Governor Pritzker is signing a new bill allowing migrants to become police officers. How do you feel about the legislation?
I speak English.
Would you like to become a police officer? There's
All right. Well, William J. Kelly is a Chicago reporter joining me here on the Morning Buzz to react to this video. I mean, a lot of them just couldn't speak English.
And by the way, in Chicago, there is no requirement that a police officer speaks English. So, some people might be shaking their heads and saying this is absurd. Well, I remember Governor Pritzker saying it was going to take 2 weeks to flatten the curve, and right before he shut down our state schools, churches, businesses, and drove children to suicide. So, I mean, you tell me what's absurd.
Right, exactly. That's absurd. It's nothing that this state can do at this point will shock me. These people don't even speak English. Could you imagine what is going to happen when they pull over somebody, a cop, right? An illegal immigrant pulls over somebody who speaks English in this state, and that's a majority of people here in the state of Illinois are English speaking. That's just a fact. And they pull them over and they can't communicate with them. I mean, that's dangerous for not only the individual being pulled over, but for the migrant. Could you imagine pulling somebody over in Chicago and then them not being able to communicate with the person that they just pulled over? And they'd be shot. They could get shot.
Yeah. I mean, I see there's no two ways about it. There are a tremendous number of bad things that could happen. And the problem with our incompetent and or corrupt leaders in the state of Illinois is they don't seem to think these things through. They just, they just seem to say, this is something that I believe would be the politically correct thing to do. And then they just they just pass it, and they don't seem to care about all of the negative outcomes that affect everyday citizens. So if this is a bill that is already on Governor Pritzker's desk, this is not some idea that some refugee group or activist or community activist is floating. No, this has already passed the Illinois House and the Illinois Senate, and this bill is on Governor Pritzker's desk.
Mm-hmm. And I like what someone says here in the comments. The name of the job is titled law enforcement. The illegal immigrants broke the law already by being here. This makes no sense.
That's the other thing that upsets a lot of police officers who contact me, and they're very upset by this, by the way, the rank and file. They say, well, it's very odd how there are some laws that they want to enforce, and then some laws that they just completely ignore. And there's a huge double standard, not only for migrants, but for just the average citizen. When you think of the things that I see happening right there on Michigan Avenue now, if I tried to do those things, if I just parked my car in the middle of the street and had a picnic for an afternoon, I guarantee you, I would be towed and ticketed and probably dragged to a jail cell. But yet migrants are literally having, just these parking lot, just turning downtown Chicago streets into their picnic benches. And it's something that I never would have thought that I would have seen in my lifetime, Kat.
Well, we have to take a break. William J. Kelly, thanks so much for joining me here on the Morning Buzz. We so do appreciate you. Folks,
we appreciate you, Kat. You're the only one with the courage to actually amplify these stories. So thank you.
Mm-hmm. Veteran Chicago reporter, feared and despised by former Mayor Lori Lightfoot. He's Emmy Award-winning producer. Go check him out at reporterwilliamjkelly.com and look him up on Twitter. Have a great day, William.
You too, Kat. Thank you.
All right. We're going to be back, folks.